Hello everybody, this is Rusty. Leslie got me out videoing today, working me like a dog. If it had been anybody else to ask about showing one of my beaver sets with a foothold, I'd have said no. So the first thing I always do is put the weight out there and then pull it back to you. That way you throw your weight out last and there's a good chance that you take your stake with you. This is a number 5 Bridger 4 coil. Best beaver trap ever built. You want to handle them like you're trying to break them. And then what I do, run this up. Now this stake is going to be in the ground farther in the fall. This is for demonstration purposes. I put that trap in there, just like that. I don't give him a very big landing spot at all, because I want him to come up and hit his chest on bump sticks and put his feet down to ensure I get a front foot catch. If you wanted a hind foot catch, you can make this bigger, longer, and set your trap up the bank farther. And he's out walking, you might get him by the hind foot. But I prefer a front foot, especially when you're not working with a lot of water. The spring lever, you kind of just work a little notch out in there and tuck that right up in there. You leave about 3 or 4 inches of water over it. That's plenty, especially if you're trapping on a river. Water's always fluctuating. There ain't a lot of room around that trap for that beaver to step. Anywhere he comes up to this, his foot's going right over the center of that pan. You get this trap bedded, and then is what I do. I prefer shiny beaver sticks for my bump sticks. This gives a little bit more eye appeal. But you're going to take these and you're going to tuck them in on either side of that spring lever. And you're going to leave probably 1 inch of that out of the water. And you're going to do that on both sides. Don't put a lot of pressure against the jaws. Just put enough pressure against it that if he gets into this here and grabs it, it isn't going to pull that trap out of there. The main purpose for these is when that beaver comes up here and his chest hits this, that makes him put his front feet down and start walking. So he's going to make one step and it's going to land right on that trap pan. The bigger you make your pad for your trap to set on, the more fencing you need. Because when he's coming in here, he's centered right here. He's looking right there. Don't be afraid to put the water up on that and slip it up a little bit. It exposes them roots. Look like something's been up there digging. Then, if you want, you can throw a little piece of bait up there. I find it just lure works just as well. But remember, when a beaver's swimming, he's out cruising, his nose is about that far off the water, about an inch above the water. I've seen guys have lure way up the bank, way up in here. So if that wind's taking that lure out across that water, the farther it gets out, the higher it gets. He may get a whiff of it, but it may not be enough for him to even want to bother come and find out where it's at. So the closer you can get your lure to the water, better off you are. And it don't hurt to take your stick that you got your lure on and dip it in the water. Let a little bit of that oil go. So that beaver comes along, he hits this, takes a step, and then down he goes. And he said, I knew that Hale was here. Hope everybody has a good day. If you have any questions, you can call PCS Outdoors and we'll help you. Have a good day, buddy.